So in the previous video, we saw the var keyword. This was the older way to create variables in JavaScript. In the new versions of modern JavaScript, you have the keywords let and const. I'm gonna add the keywords right here, let and const. And you can see here we have an example. We have var learning is equals to modern JavaScript. And we also have another variable with the same name, different value, and you can see it's printing JavaScript. So let's change this var to let and see the result. Let's save this. And now you can see that we have an error. The variable learning has already been declared. So using the let keyword, you cannot reassign this or redeclare the variable like this. You can reassign the value. For example, if I remove this and save this, it's going to be printing JavaScript because we're giving a new value, but you cannot redeclare the variable like this. This is going to print an error, something that was missing in the var keyword. So beside this, there are no difference between var and let. So for example, I'm going to remove this. You can also create a variable name and give an initial value. So for example, I'm going to add my name, console.log name, and it's going to print the name like this. You can also, for example, override that name, Juan Pablo, save this, and you can see it's going to print Juan Pablo. So this works the same in let and var. It's going to be the same. You can also, for example, start the variables without any values. You can add learning, and console.log learning is going to be undefined because we don't have any values, but you can add the value like this, learning JavaScript. And this also is going to be the same as we saw in the previous video with var. You can also start multiple variables. For example, let product1 is going to be equals to book, and then we add a comma, and we're gonna add, instead of adding product2 like this, you can add, for example, a comma right here and remove that let keyword. So this way we are starting, or we're creating two different variables. You can add console.log product1 and copy this and paste product2, and it's going to work same as we saw with variables or the keyword var. You can also start multiple variables without any values. So for example, I'm going to remove these values, and I'm going to remove this one. So we have two different variables. If I save this, it's going to be undefined. But let's say that we add something like product1 equals to shared or something like that. It's going to grab that value. So you can also start multiple variables using a comma and without having to add the let keyword. So the main difference between var and let is that var, you can redeclare the same variable, and in let, you only can override the value. So for example, and finally, variables can hold also array. For example, arrays. I'm gonna add a new variable called shopping cart, and it's going to be equals to an array. We're gonna see arrays in the upcoming videos, but you can add something like product1, product2, and product3, and send this value to the console, shopping cart. So a variable can contain any data type in JavaScript. And you can see we have the array right here. We have an array. And this is going to be everything for the let keyword. We're gonna write all the code, all the different projects using the let keyword and const, which we're gonna take a look in the next video.